Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? Okay, so we have, interesting, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we do have the Devil out here, and then we also have the Ace of Cups. Okay. In regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, a brand new beginning in love is presenting itself to you. I am definitely getting that. However, you don't know if this is something that you should essentially be pursuing or not, as far as like this brand new beginning in love is concerned. I just feel like you want to avoid making a mistake. It's like you don't want to turn around and give them a chance and later on regret it. Yeah. You just want to avoid making a mistake. You also don't want to like not pursue them and then later on regret it as well, because I'm also getting that as well. It just kind of looks like you're trying to figure out, like, should I give this person a chance or should I not give this person a chance? How does this person currently view this relationship with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? We have the High Priestess, we got the Five of Swords, and then we also have the Knight of Swords out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Fool. We also have the Ace of Wands. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. In regards to how this person, in regards to how this person is currently viewing, for some of you, because I'm getting two different storylines here, so take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave behind what doesn't. For those of you where you have history with this person, you're contemplating whether or not you should give this person another chance or not. You know, I do see this person definitely breaking their silence after like a really big fight / argument, possibly even a breakup that occurred here between the two of you. Like, I do see this person breaking their silence and extending themselves to you, and it is stemming from a place of them not wanting to essentially lose you. But for those of you who find yourself connecting with someone fairly new, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like this person truly knows what they want, and that's okay to not know what you want. I think that we've all kind of been there, done that, where we think that we want one thing, and then we start to kind of like realize, ooh, maybe I don't really want this thing like I thought I did. Because this person comes off to me as somebody who wants love in their life, but it's like the moment they get it, it's like they tend to like find themselves falling into this energy of, ooh, I don't know if I really want this after all. Like, I feel like they tend to do that with a lot of things. With a lot of things. Like, one minute they think they want one thing, and then they turn around and actually get that thing that they think they want. And then they later on like find themselves like feeling like, oh, I don't really want this like I thought I did. It's like they're like, I don't know, I guess the best way that I can describe them is like, you know, like a kid. Like, if you guys have kids, you guys know how it is. Like, when you buy like a kid a toy, and then like they eventually get bored of that toy and then they want like another toy, like that's kind of like how this person is as a person. Is like, they think they want one thing, and then they end up getting that one thing, and they're just like, oh, I don't want this thing anymore, you know? So I don't know about this one over here. They just kind of come off to me as somebody who's a little too indecisive. So I don't know. We'll see. How does Pisces... Oh, well, I do see you falling for this one over here. That's one thing that I will say. You are falling for this one, and you're falling for this one really, really hard. Okay. All right. If this is somebody that you do have a lot of history with, I do see you deciding to get back with them. I do see you deciding to pick up where you left off with them. I mean, you can't help it. You know what I mean? You love them. So I do see you definitely taking this person back. I do see the two of you definitely reconciling with one another. Okay. For those of you who have been dealing with this, you know, individual for quite some time now, because I'm getting two different storylines here, this person's definitely realizing that they need to stop operating from like, yeah, they need to stop operating from their ego. This person tends to allow their ego to essentially get the best of them a lot within this dynamic. And they're starting to essentially realize that by allowing their ego to call the shots within their marriage and a relationship with you doesn't really help, nor does it really get them anywhere, nor does it improve anything between the two of you. If anything, it just makes things 10 times worse. So I do see this person moving forward very determined to stop operating from a place of ego and pride. Now, if this is somebody new that we're talking about here, okay, I'm gonna be honest, Pisces, this is what I basically see happening here between the two of you. I do see you and this person hitting it off so much to the point where the two of you will end up in a relationship with one another. When you guys do end up in a relationship with one another, one thing that you're going to essentially notice is how indecisive this person actually is. It's like one day they want you, the next day that they don't. But it's because you're dealing with somebody who doesn't really know like what it is that they essentially want. Like they're still trying to like figure out like, okay, what's going to make me happy? What do I really, really want? So your relationship with this person in the beginning might be a little rocky, and unstable, but I am definitely getting, as time goes by, this person will start to get very clear, right, on what they want, which is basically you and this dynamic that they share with you. The only reason why I feel like this person's allowing themselves to go there with you, emotionally speaking, is because they don't want to miss out on an opportunity, you know, with you, because I don't necessarily feel like they're ever going to find someone like you ever again. Hence why, you know, they're jumping all over this opportunity. But even though they're jumping all over this opportunity to go off and pursue and establish a life with you, they're still in a very indecisive place, okay? Which is going to cause them to become very wishy-washy, hot and cold. One day they want you, the next day they don't. But I'm not really worried and concerned about it, because I think that, you know, as time goes by, this person will start to like, you know, find themselves realizing, you know, what's going to truly make them happy and what is that they truly want, which is basically you and this dynamic that they share with you. Okay. What actions will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? For those of you who already have a lot of history with this person, Pisces, okay, I do see you wanting to like go about this dynamic here between the two of you differently. So however it is that you've been going about this relationship in the past, it's something that you definitely plan on working on. It's something that you definitely plan on essentially changing, which is something that the both of you are definitely doing. They're not going to continue to allow their ego and their pride to call the shots within this relationship, which is something that they're definitely working on. But I do see you definitely working on you know, certain things in order to make this marriage and a relationship that you guys share with one another better. Now, for those of you who find yourself connecting with someone, you know, fairly new, okay, things are going to be very smooth sailing, I would say, between the two of you, you know, for a little while. But I do believe that it's only a matter of time before things essentially get rocky here between the two of you. And it's going to cause you to essentially feel like this person's just simply playing with your head as well as your emotions. I don't feel like this person means to show up in this way. I just think that you're dealing with somebody who thinks one day, you know, this is what I want, this is what's going to make me happy, and then they end up realizing this isn't what I want, this isn't what's going to make me happy. I just feel like that's the type of person that they are. They're still trying to like figure out what's going to make them happy and what is it they essentially want in this life, you know? And it just kind of looks like you end up showing up in this person's life. And, you know, they find themselves really wanting you in a life with you, while still kind of questioning, but do I really, really want this? Am I really, really ready for this? So I don't feel like this person means to like, you know, cause you to essentially feel this way. I just kind of feel like they just can't help themselves when it comes down to like their indecisive ways. You know what I mean? They just can't help themselves. But I don't feel like they mean, you know what I mean, to show up in this way. All right, so we do have the Emperor, we do have the King of Swords, and then we also have the Eight of Cups. I feel like what's also going to cause this person to be extremely indecisive when it comes down to pursuing you in a life with you has a lot to do with the simple fact that they've never really had any sort of like good experience. You know, when it came down to like being in a romantic relationship with anybody, they associate being in a committed relationship with someone as something that's just going to bring nothing but bad into their life, which kind of adds on to like their uncertainty when it comes down to you, their indecisiveness when it comes down to you in their relationship, with you. Again, this is not anything I'm essentially worried about. I think that once this person realizes that history is not repeating itself all over again, in other words, once this person realizes that, you know, you're not putting them through the exact same things that this person from their past has essentially put them through, they'll start to feel safe and secure within their relationship with you. And once they essentially also realize what's going to really make them happy, which is basically you and their relationship with you, that's going to eliminate their very indecisive ways, which is going to cause you to feel better within your relationship with them, because it's going to cause you to feel like, okay, like they love me, they really do want me, they really do want this relationship. Okay. But I do see this person, unfortunately, you know, for a little while making you feel like, man, like, do they really want me? Do they really love me? Because if they do, why do they make me feel like this? Why do they make me feel like that? So, yeah. Things will get better in time. That's one thing that I will say, but I don't feel like they are purposely trying to play with your head or your heart. It just kind of looks like there's a whole lot of figuring out that needs to take place here, you know, on their behalf. They're just kind of going through a lot of things on their end, you know, is what it is. And they don't mean to like cause all of this in your life. They definitely don't. Granted, you know, what they should have done is what this person should have done is gone very crystal clear on what they truly want and what they're truly ready for. But it kind of looks like, just due to the way things played out, I guess, between the two of you, they didn't really have, I guess, like the time to like really figure out if this is something that they're honestly ready for or not. It's something that they knew that they essentially wanted, but as far as being ready for it is concerned, they were like unclear on that, is what I'm gathering. And I feel like because this person felt like they were never going to meet someone like you know, ever again, they kind of felt like they had to jump all over this opportunity, even though they were just unsure on whether or not they were actually ready for all of this. Hopefully that makes sense, you know, but that is what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.